Hello, hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. Guess what? It's a great day because, dun, 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 there she is. Sheila's here.
Hi.
How are you?
I am doing well. Audio okay?
Audio's fantastic.
Okay. How about when I... Is it
Well,
still bothered?
if you're banging on purpose, you can hear it.
Right. So it's all okay, though.
We're
It's
good.
not like banging or... Okay, cool.
So,
Oh, I'm glad.
hello, and let me... Ding. Oh, that is the wrong color. That should be... No, that's 2. There. A little grayer, a little darker. I'm sorry. There, we'll leave it like that. All right. So, welcome. But I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And Sheila, you have always been such a good friend and such a nice person and so talented. So thank you for being here. So.
Thank you. It's a joy to be here. It really
is. So anyway, if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. Sorry. I pulled the question. I pulled the tab and it was just very loud in my ear. Okay. Questions are in the description box, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works for you. I got to tell you, we're in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. We're not in Mercury retrograde yet. I think it's still at the 11th or something. But oh dear, great Gussie. Get out the old calendar. Yep, the 9th. Yep, that's November, and we are here. So in a week's time, we will officially be in Mercury retrograde until the end of the month, until the 28th. So if things start kind of getting a little tougher, a little more like poor Michelle, she was, and I was asking her if she could help with the audio and all of this and be a total pain. And as she was fixing that, Chrome crashed on me. You had stepped away. The whole thing just went completely, all of everything down. It was like, okay, well, let's restart that and try to find the right place and send back into StreamYard and all of that. So, yeah. And I'm just having a quick look at, on Tuesday, Mars is going to move into Sagittarius. And so taking action will go from that super intensity of Scorpio, and it'll move into a more broad, what's over the horizon, maybe a little... it's brighter, but it's also big.
I always think of Sagittarius as our first ADHD child.
There you go.
I go in like, oh, this is so much fun. Let's do this and this and this. Okay, I'm gone.
Yep. Wednesday's full moon in Taurus, so be aware. And Friday, the outer, all 4 of the outer planets have been in aspect to each other, which is unprecedented. And but they're right now they're all in retrograde. Oh no, I think Pluto's going direct now, or is direct now, but just recently. So, but Uranus is backtracking back into Taurus. So Taurus, when Uranus went into Taurus, this is where we got the rise of cryptocurrency, because Taurus is about values and valuables and banking and money and the farming, the land, the resources, this kind of stuff. Oh, look at the pupper dog. Hello, sweetie.
She just went to the spa yesterday, so she's looking and smelling a lot fresher.
Oh.
So when you said that Pluto is where? Pluto is what?
Pluto's direct. It's direct in Aquarius, but Uranus is it's going back into Taurus. So Uranus rules Aquarius, and which is heavy technology, also humanitarianism. But I was kind of enjoying Uranus being in Gemini. That was, at least we're getting something new. But now for a while we're going to have it going back into, if Mars in Taurus is a farmer, then Uranus in Taurus is a crypto farmer.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh gosh, we're going back into that. But all right, so I just wanted you to be aware of what the big astrological stuff is doing. And was there anything in particular that you've been running across that you wanted to ask about, Miss Sheila? I mean,
well,
I'm here every day. Do your worst.
Well, we do have the devil in us in the office. I agree with you there. There was something, but somebody keeps on talking about the mail-in ballots. What is here in Colorado? We had an election. We got our ballots, but it was for the school board. And there's a whole bunch of mayoral. How do you say it? There you go. Elections going on. Is that correct? Is that the reason why everybody's kind of up in arms about that? There's a mayor. If I would remember all of my stuff while I'm on a video, I'd be looking like I was a brilliant woman. But there's a mayor. There's what is it a mayor? No, it's governors. There's a governor race that's important.
We could look at this. There are a lot of things on the ballot right now in various states, and isn't it California on Tuesday? Isn't that when they're going to be voting about changing the? It's like gerrymandering for good, or because we have to. Yeah. The gerrymandering arms race, isn't that on Tuesday?
That is true in California, right?
Yeah. So maybe we should just have a quick look at this particular election. Prop 50. Thank you.
There we go. Also, we have Virginia's governor race, which is always very oddly opposite of the presidential race, and that Virginia's governor race always comes, and that is also up, and New Jersey's governor race. Now, for some reason, I understand that those two are really, really important in those two states for some reason. Somebody can maybe in the chat remind us why.
Okay, and Dorinda is saying that New Jersey governor race is going on. So there's a lot of on Tuesday. There are going to be a lot of different. So maybe we should have a look to see how it's going to go overall, or maybe something like that. But while we're doing that, it's Joyce's birthday, and Joyce asked me to sing. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joyce. Happy birthday to you, and many more.
Wow, that was fabulous.
Thank you. So, and I'm happy to sing happy birthday to people. All I ask is you have to give me a real name, because I'm not going to sing to user 86384.
Right. Right. Just give me the first name.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, because I've got a little bit of, you have to tell me what you got, because I just pulled 3 cards just to start with, and I've got a little.
Which one did you do? The California one?
Oh, I was just doing in general. I didn't do anything specific yet. But I have a little inkling of some rise of democratic power because of the burden that the emperor has put on us. But that was just a quick thing. Let me see if I can do more. What have you got?
Well, that was really, because I just did the exact same thing. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pull the 3 cards. I got the Ace of Swords and the Tower against the King of Pentacles. Oh, literally cutting through, making some chaos, because the King of Pentacles is not going to be represented in a lot of them. And then I pulled some clarifiers underneath, which is the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So that kind of tells me the public recognition and the things that are going on in the presidency right now. People are really, really aware. Like, they're understanding a lot more, because the consistent effort of the Democrats getting out there and messaging, which they're doing a lot better, not perfect, but they are really doing a lot better at getting all of that information out there and talking first, and they're learning their lessons. So that's what I got. So that's good news. That's good news that people are starting to finally hear the truth, like getting that messaging out there. So
yeah. And what I've got here is, as the momentum picks up on people voting, and then with this shift of people more it's not going to be, we haven't convinced the cult members. I mean, let's just not expect 75 million brain transplants. I'm just saying that there is a move toward Democrats, because Democrats care. They govern because they want to govern, because they want to help, and as opposed to the leave me alone other side. And these cards, the card for the reading is just abject poverty and what have you. I've got adding insult to injury for women who've lost their rights. Everybody coming up a day late and $1 short on their bills. And there's more. They know that blunderdom is just going to keep out there. But this is going to cause the results of this election. I have it causing a little, maybe the Republicans are going, well, maybe we better do something or something. Because people are not, in this country, are not in a good place.
No.
And I've had Republicans, excuse me, because I do know some Republicans, and they're not MAGA per se, but they're definitely Republicans, and they're just like, I wish I had bought shoes earlier in the year, because I need special shoes, and they if you've got wide feet, or you've got what a certain size you need or whatever, and it's like they're just too expensive now.
Yeah, absolutely. I just went to the grocery store just before I came on here, and it was like 10 items, and I was already up to like $100. And I was like, I've never experienced this ever.
Yeah.
and the fact that I can only imagine whether they do turn SNAP benefits back on, because I do believe that they're going to eventually, in the month of November. That's what my cards say. That's what my intuition says, that they're going to do it. They only did that to see if they could pressure the Democrats from voting. That's all they did. That's all it was for, was a manipulative little tool. But they put all of those people in panic, all of those single mothers in panic. And let me tell you, that's Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, all of those, it's not like not every state has somebody in there that has SNAP benefits, but they literally are going to torture the most impoverished people who, what did they do? They love themselves some Trump.
Yeah.
You know, they love themselves some Trump. Well,
And seniors.
how did that feel? Seniors. Yep. Unbelievable for the seniors. Unbelievable for the single moms that need to feed their children because, you know, they had to divorce the man that wasn't going to support them from the get-go, right? Or they just left or whatever. But it is just that idea that they just used the people of this country to manipulate the Democrats in the Senate to do what they wanted. I hope people are paying attention and understanding that on just even a simple level, that they were a part of the plan, right?
And some of them are, but some of them aren't.
Yeah, some of them don't even have like phones that they could even pay attention. But I'm just saying, they put them into panic.
Absolutely. And
they got their attention.
Yeah. Nightman Glow was talking about that Trump will try to take credit when it comes back on, not the courts. Well, the courts I think it's on Friday. Maybe. I think it was Friday. Said that you have the money, pay the SNAP benefits. Yeah. And but we haven't heard anything since, and I'm wondering if they're going to try to appeal paying out SNAP benefits.
Wouldn't that be something? Why would you? But you know what? It's still going to backfire. It is, but it's still going to backfire on them. You know why? It's because those Democrats are in those states know what they got to do. They're not going to go. They want what he wants is for everybody to go out into the thing and fight, and so he can call some martial law stuff on everybody, right? But that's not what's going to happen. You know why? Because what we're going to do is we're going to get pantries going. We're going to get some food going. We're just going to feed the people. If we can't rely on the Republicans to do what we need them to do, we're just going to go out there and go feed the people. You know what that's going to happen? We're going to connect with our community. We're going to understand where their food is coming from face to face. It's going to backfire on them. We'll just take care of the people since you can't. And I'm preaching. To shut me down.
Yeah, I shut you down. I'm just like, speak.
So it's going to backfire on them. Because what they're going to understand is where the compassion is coming from. Because I guarantee you that there's going to be a Republican out there calling them a piece of crap for being on SNAP. And the Democrats are going to go, you know what? It doesn't matter. Here's some food.
Right.
Everybody deserves food.
Right.
So they're going to find out face to face how we make them and help them and how they're going to feel around us, because people are not going to remember what really happened in Congress. What they're going to really happen is how they felt that day, right? That the government cut them off and a Democrat face to face make sure that they got fed. So it's literally going to backfire on them.
And I mean, the wisdom of Maya Angelou. They will not remember what you said. They will remember how you made them feel.
Correct.
Yep. I also just wanted to. I put the overlay up just to remind people. I know it's kind of based on where you are, but there is that website, findhelp.org. Maybe if you're new around here, you haven't heard. Findhelp.org. It's completely free. You can go in. All you have to do is put in your zip code, and it will show you if there's anything around you somewhere that might be able to help you with food or housing or utilities. Obviously, it's very based on like what's around you, and some people don't live in big cities, or they don't live, or they live in particularly red states or whatever it is. But it's free. You don't have to put in your information. They don't, they're not asking for anything more than just a zip code, so they can tell you what's around you. So findhelp.org, do check it out, and just maybe there's something around you that could help. So I just wanted to make sure that's out there.
Exactly. And once you find it, there's a few things you can do. You can donate if you can. You can volunteer. Volunteer is free. Volunteer to help them all, to help them load stuff into their vehicles. And the other one is to make sure that you pass on the information who doesn't go on the internet. Like that elderly person next to you that doesn't know how to do Facebook.
Yep.
Just make sure that they get fed. Make sure your neighbors are fed. And I have several neighbors of mine that are elderly. One who he just lost his wife, and the other one, she's across the street. I absolutely make sure that I check on them. There's I have no other, like call them up, text them, walk over, whatever it is. I make sure that my elderly people around my neighborhood that I know, and I know that they're there. I talk to them. So there's that. It's all free.
Excellent. Yeah, and you're such a good person, Sheila. Thank you for doing that.
Oh.
And Cosmic Goat Lady was saying, I tried findhelp.org and it works great. I am so glad. I'm so glad. And Amanda was saying, if you can donate cash to your local food bank, that is the best. They have contracts with grocery stores where they can get the food you would donate for less, so they can stock more onto the shelves. Yes.
Correct.
So
$20 is enough. If that's all you got, that's enough.
Yeah.
It really is enough.
Yeah.
So. And
thank you, Mayor. Oh, Melissa, thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. So we were gonna do some check on the election in California and then a couple of governor races. Is that what we're gonna do?
Let's just actually, instead of just specifically let's have a look at what I'm calling the gerrymandering arms race, because things can, they can improve things in California or New York or Illinois. And apparently, from what I have heard, as always, correct me if I am wrong, but from what I have heard, Democrats might actually have more space to gerrymander because we don't do it as much in the first place. But
agreed.
Colorado,
we hit up our governor like, hey, can we do it? Let's get it done. He goes, unfortunately, we made sure that there was going to be no cheating involved, and they handed that over to a private, no Republican Democratic Party over here, and they do the gerrymandering, and they have to, through our laws, make sure that the numbers, like that, when you put a district in, the numbers have to match, not the
It's how it should be in every state.
It is. So we can't, because of our laws that we put in place to keep everybody honest.
But
that doesn't mean what they're doing is dishonest either. California is doing it the honest way. He's asking his people.
Yeah, saying, look, this is what's happening in the country. And we wouldn't do it. And my understanding is Prop 50 says we will only do this if Texas gets rid of these, and these other states are getting rid of just wiping these democratic things. It's not just like an automatic thing.
Yeah.
That's why I call it an arms race.
Yeah, they're doing it the right
go
way.
ahead.
Would you want me to go ahead and
please?
So, what was the exact question?
What is going to be the future of the gerrymandering arms race?
I have regret right off the bat. So I thought, what? That's a little strange. And so I think that as a Queen of Wands, that determination, that popularity, the ambition, and it literally is political, right? The Queen of Wands is political, so variable. So I kind of get the regret, but I go on to thinking, who's going to regret this? And then I have Justice in the Six of Wands, the victory of their efforts. So the California, the victory of their efforts, because they understand the stealing and what they're doing, but they are going to move forward with the first stages of the whole thing. So I do believe that their upheaval And what they are doing is going to really have some problems. And Texas is, and all of the Republicans are going to have to go back to the drawing board. They're not, I don't know. What do you get? Because mine is like a mixed bag of up and down, up and down. California is going to have a little bit of a struggle with this. I just heard. What do you get?
Okay. I just want to throw in here quickly, Jeff. No worries, Jeff. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I pulled a bunch of cards, and basically what I'm getting is, first of all, foremost, it's just sad that we're here. It's just sad that we're in this situation. But I have them on. I have basically, this is the gerrymandering is just part of all of this stuff that Trump throws and throws and throws. And these are all, for me, a number of years ago, my cards split out so that wands are MAGA, pentacles are Republicans, cups are Democrats, and then swords are military, legislation, or law, usually. Cups can also be medical. Anyway, Trump's victory, but they're on shaky ground. So it ends in sitting pretty. So it's like, the thing about President Blunderdum is he's in a bubble. And they are really, I don't think he really knows exactly what's going on. So this is sitting pretty. So this feels like this is stuff they can say, hey, look what we did. We got rid of some Democratic districts. Look at us. Aren't we great? And they're doing it because they're outnumbered.
Yeah.
Republicans are outnumbered. So they're trying to put this little Band-Aid on it, is what I'm getting. Even no matter how corrupted, they're going to be disappointed. The Republicans are going to be disappointed in what happens. And because things are going to change dramatically. And Temperance and Star, which is there's going to come a day, and these cards are so much stronger than all these others, which is the future is democratic. It's democracy. It's hopeful. It's, things will change. We're in this mess right now, but we're not always going to stay in this mess.
No, and I just threw some cards on, just literally looking at the results instead of the problem, because sometimes my cards will do that. And I got the King of Cups, like the King of Cups, the democracy, the Republic or the Democrats, and I got the Ace of Wands. They're just gonna hammer them, like they're going to win. And I got the Six of Pentacles because they have convinced others that normally would not vote for them to give them a charity vote, if you want to say. It's not charity really, but you know what I mean? They're going to give them a charity vote. And then I got the Fool, like we're going to have a whole new beginning, a whole new outlook, a whole new thing beginning. So that was good.
So we're getting similar things, which is, they're going to do it, but it may not turn out quite the way they want it to. Yeah. Okay, there was a I don't know if you've ever seen the show Have I Got News for You? It's I think it's on CNN, but I see it on YouTube. But it's a game, it's like a game show type thing, but it's just a handful of people, and it's very funny. It's very good. And it's called Have I Got News for You? And so the new one is out for this week. I was watching it this morning, and they were talking about what is his name? Bonvino. He's an ICE guy or Border Patrol Chief. Greg Bovino, that's it. Bovino. A nearly 30-year veteran of the U.S. Border Patrol has emerged as a central figure in Trump's aggressive immigration strategy. He's the one who had to go to court and justify to a judge why they used tear gas on people waiting to watch a parade. in just a suburb type place. And the judge was none too pleased.
Wow.
This guy, Bovino, is bullheaded moron. That's a good, Dave, you're not wrong. They were showing a picture of him in, actually, let me see. Can I pull it up? Bovino. And there's a reason I'm bringing this up, and it's not even specifically about him. But
well, it's because of the suburbs of Chicago.
There we go.
I think
Daily Beast. So he had one of his favorite things to do is he likes to go around in a big old trench coat. He's in the middle. And it's like, oh, that looks familiar. He likes to go around in that kind of trench coat.
Can I tell you a little bit about one of my remote views? So a while back, I didn't.
Yeah, that wasn't a good look either. Okay, sorry, you were saying?
He's pretty powerful. That is one powerful man in the whole movement. Have you come across that? I did a remote view that there was this one person, and I looked at his face, but I'd never seen him before. And I didn't know who he was. And I'm like, there's this one person. And then all of a sudden, I looked in his face, and I'm like, that's who it was. He's a pretty powerful man. And we can read on him, but he's pretty dominant. He's pretty powerful. It's almost like he's laying out the game plan. Like, let me go and round them up for you, hon. Let me do it.
So I bet he's best buddies with Nazi Ferratu.
Mm-hmm.
Miller.
Miller. Oh yeah.
Visualized Stone, he's asking, was that a skull ring on Bovino's finger? Oh gosh, I didn't look. Gosh, I hope not. A little on the nose, if it was. No, I don't see a skull ring. Although I actually have, after this because it's so miserable, I actually have a funny story about a skull ring that has nothing to do with the Nazis. All right. The Schnazis. Right. I like that.
So what's the Schnazis? What are we exactly asking, or do we just kind of do it in general?
Actually, the question I had wasn't even specifically about him. I'm sorry. My question was, what's with the Schnazi role play? Why? What's the... Do they just want a reaction? Do they admire the cruelty? What?
Visuality. You know how when you see a cop car on the corner, everybody just gets used to the cop car being there? That's what it is.
Oh, God.
My God.
You got cards like I did, I guess. It's like, oh, yeah. Ugh.
I used my true crime, and I swear I'm talking. My cards just literally told me a crime scene.
Oh, man. What have you got?
This is for entertainment purposes only, and it is just tarot cards with words on them, okay? Okay.
Yes.
Inside lies. Inside lies of homicide and organized crime, surveillance of the dismemberment of this country. Exactly. So in my last one, that's what they are.
Yeah.
Okay. As I said, entertainment purposes only. They're just words. It's just words.
Yeah, there's some people in the chat. They're
I can't believe how many bad cards can I get for this guy with this situation?
Yeah. Yes. And Laura's saying archetypes of power and dominance. Yeah. What I'm getting is I guess the world becomes a lot more simple if you have a scarcity mindset and you make things black and white. It is the refuge of the tiniest of minds. They can make themselves heroes by this absolute fiction, and then they become Bovino or whoever, they just become the heroes, and they got lots of money, and it's like they're living in some kind of, suddenly they're the main character in some kind of movie. And they also have some twisted ideas about gender. And this idea of it makes them look tough. So you walk away from decency and you become one of the people of power and all of this, but you're running up against a whole lot of people who don't agree with you. Because we have this thing called emotional intelligence. So it's dimwits. It's really, honestly, it is people, it isn't super smart people who usually go this way. It isn't.
That absolutely true. Well, let's look at the spiritual side of it. We all know about high vibration and low vibration. These people are vibrating incredibly low. The problem with the vibrating incredibly low, you get the law of attraction in their lives. So when you vibrate incredibly low and all of this guttural BS that they believe in of ego and that and all that, they are also going to have people hit with it. So it's like when you're high vibrating and you have gratitude, what do you get? A lot of things that you're gratitude for. When you're low vibrating, you get a lot of hate. You're going to get a lot of hate back. And they are going to feel the exact same way they're making other people feel, which is not a bad thing. But that is literally what they're coming up against. And that's what her cards, I literally just said. They come up against a whole bunch of people who don't like what they're doing. That's because they're drawing it in. And the problem with vibrating very, very low, it's not sustainable for life. It's not sustainable for your spirit. It's not sustainable for your body.
Yeah.
And that's what destroys them. That's literally, it's like they're imploding because of their extremely low vibration. And that's the reason why we sit here and go, high vibrate, keep high, keep high, keep high. Because we know what the consequences of that.
Care about others, I don't know if you ran across this. Back when I was in high school, some of you probably had some of this happen in like your social studies class or something. They taught us about, I believe it was called the wave. And this was an experiment that a teacher did in a high school, I don't know, 60s. I don't know exactly when it was, 70s. But basically, he was like, I guess he was doing some kind of experiment about order and disorder and all this kind of stuff. And so he started having his students do certain things. He was a good guy, right? And he was like, okay, well, let's try this. What if everybody waits outside the class until it's time to start, and then everybody comes in at once and goes straight to their seat, and we get going? And it was like, oh, wow, that worked really well for us starting on time. And then, and all of this, and building this order in their lives. except it very quickly got out of hand. And like there was one person in the class, a boy who didn't have a whole lot of parental help in his life, who started following the teacher around. And when the teacher's like, what do you need? What's going on? And he's like, no, I'm just keeping you safe. He was like this volunteer bodyguard. And the teacher's like, I'm good. You can go home, And it just started taking on this life of its own, this idea of order. There will be order. And then it was because it made people's lives easier. But then it so quickly turned into you will conform.
Oh yeah.
Other people must conform.
That's I know what you're talking about, because we have that pendulum, right? It swings up and it swings high, and what we need is that balance of the kind of in the middle, right? That's what we're always wanting to do. But what happens is when we try something new, is it gets out of whack, so we know where our healthy boundaries are, and it goes, the opposite way. There's a reason why we brought it in, and that's where the whole classroom, I bet you anything, gave it another 3 or 4 months or whatever, it would have balanced out, because it has to swing the highs and the lows of every new thing that we do. And I think that's probably what you're talking about, is it quickly got out of hand, which everything does.
Yes, and it definitely got out of hand. And actually what the teacher did is it got to a point where the parents were getting involved, both saying there should be more of it and saying it should be less, and all this stuff. And he finally said, the teacher was like, all right, there's a big meeting in the auditorium in the evening, 7:00 on Wednesday or whatever it was. Parents, kids, teacher, everybody. There's actually somebody behind this, and I'm going to introduce you to who is behind this. And the auditorium is just packed, and he hit a projector, and it was Adolf talking in German, and he said, this is why this is bad. This is how you take a normal town and you turn it into authoritarian. This is how the Germans were so sucked in. People who normally wouldn't do it. And it just broke the spell. He said, this is wrong.
Wow. Okay, so what I was talking about is totally different. Don't ignore what I just said.
Oh, okay. Well, well, it probably would have swung back, because there were people standing up saying this is wrong. This kind of control all the time. But he was like, no, I'm nipping this in the bud. And so he got up there and he was like, this was an experiment to show you how quickly. But this is wrong, because this is where it leads. And there were a couple of kids who were really kind of lost after that. They had found this purpose. They had found this
construction,
this place for themselves in the world. And so, and I can understand wanting more control. I can understand. I mean, I was brought up, my parents, sorry to take over talking so much, but my parents both came from very, very little, and they set their minds on, we want a house in the suburbs. We want 3 girls. Actually, my mom wanted 4, but we got 3, and that's great. And we want a house in the suburbs, and Dad worked for corporate America, and we moved all the time as he was moving, kind of climbing that corporate ladder. And they are Republican and very a lot more Reagan Republican than Trump. But they raised my sisters and I to go after the brass ring. And I would get in trouble if I didn't stand up for myself, because I was taught you get up, you do, you don't, and I've had to unwind some of that, because I'm just not that kind of person. Not entirely, partially, but not entirely. And so I'm just saying that I can understand this idea. If you want more order, you get more done. Things are, I love it, organization, and all of this. I have Saturn on my ascendant, so yes, organized everything. Just so, but there's a limit, and these people, I don't think they get that. They just embraced it. They just said yes, and therefore, oh wait, look, I'm the right skin color. Yay! No, this is irrelevant.
It is.
But I can because of all that stuff I've learned, and with the wave and the reading I've done over the years, because we're all big readers.
Yeah, we're not even top human beings. Can you imagine? I mean, take for instance the people who are in Nepal who hike the mountains. I mean, they can hike the mountains as like nothing to it. They are superhumans, right? In Nepal. And, all of it's just the whiteness has nothing to do with the makeup of what kind of a person or human is.
Ding,
nothing
ding, ding.
to do with it. Yeah. I mean, if we were in Africa, our dark skin would save us. A white person in Africa kills us, right? It's not a superpower down there. You know what I mean? In the sun all the time. I just don't understand. Somebody at some point in time just probably said it out loud, and they just ran with it because it gave somebody power. Once something is said and they give them power, then that's where it is.
Right. And there's us and them. And but yeah. So sorry, I just kind of took everybody on that story. But I watching the rise of this authoritarian garbage just makes me crazy, because and for I'll joke around. I'll say, look, I'm only half joking. Let's quote Depeche Mode: "People are people." So why should it be? We should get along so awfully.
Right. No. But they're also coming after Americans. Americans are undisciplined people. Okay. They would love for us to be disciplined, but we're not. We're not going to put up with it. And I mean, they're like, we're not going to do that. They're not going to get everybody on board, especially in this country. Americans get to a point where they're like, nah, we're not gonna. Right. I mean, that's everybody across the board, no matter what political party you were with, right? They're not going to comply like they want them to comply. And once once the people who are out there and like, you know what, we're just not going to work. None of your structure out here makes you millions of dollars. We're just not going to do it. You can't make us do it. Yeah.
And actually, there's a line about that in the last song I wrote, about we're not gonna dance for you and work for no. There was a question here from Rose Blue. Will Mike be booted as speaker?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, reader. Well, I don't think he's gonna be booted. I just heard. But there's something happening with him. Let's read and see, because I believe there's going to be something. I did a remote view on him, and he smelled like alcohol. That boy is drinking constantly, 24/7.
Really?
Yeah, ooh. Like drunk. He has learned how to speak drunk, and he just eludes alcohol. So let's read on him. Yeah, he's really not handling it very well. He's having a nervous breath. Every time I look at him, his whole body is vibrating, and he's just not handling it very well. he can get in front of a video or a camera for the few minutes that he can, but he goes behind the scene. He's a goner.
I just anytime I get near him, it's just like you could not broaden his mind with a crowbar. Like if it was, I'm speaking metaphorically. I mean, but metaphorically, if you could get a crowbar and just try to, okay, open your mind, open. No, wouldn't happen.
He's following directions for sure.
He doesn't even have a bank account. His church controls his money.
Oh no, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Oh, my friend Sarah?
In the least.
Sarah, who comes on with me, she's in his district. She knows the church he goes to.
Oh,
she hears things, and it's like, oh god.
Oh, I mean, I have 2 cards that just sums him up. I got the Nine of Wands defending his territory, and then the fall of his territory. What's the third one? Oh yeah, the Two of Swords, the truth, the stalemate. Oh my god, he's got the Magician and the Ace of Swords together. The Magician, he knows how to silver tongue. He knows how to intelligent. He speaks lies with confidence, is what that means. He speaks lies with confidence. Good God, what's yours say?
Oh man. Yeah, the what?
No, I'm laughing at your sigh. You're like, oh. It's so funny.
Of the 4 songs I've written, the third one, the Hymn of the Republicans, a lot of it's about him. And yeah, it says everything I have to say about this man. But this whole I'm just a humble servant who has all of this power, and Jesus' teachings are for personal life. They're not for here. I get power and gold, and God put me here for my ego and because I'm important and all of this. It's like God would not put you. He thinks God spoke to him and said, no, you will not help. Because he was like, I want to be who's the name of the guy who helped Moses? He's like, I want to be that to help and God said to me, no, you will be Moses. And he's like, I'm not worthy, blah, 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 blah. And he goes in there and he gets the gavel and he's standing up there and he's like, my wife has been at home on her knees for weeks. Pray, right? All of this happened. You can go look it up. And then when he's been in there for a little while, he had to go around and introduce himself to everybody because nobody knew who he was. Yeah. So then he does all this and all these cruel policies and that heinous budget and all of this. And a reporter said to him, well, what about your beliefs? What about your you talk about how deep your beliefs are of Jesus's beliefs, clothe the naked, feed the hungry, welcome the stranger. And he said, no, that's for your personal life.
Of course it is. We gotta separate that.
So God
put him there.
Put you there so you could ignore
all the teachings.
Everything. All the teachings. It was just a fun little I believe the line in the song is while I sanctified my pride. So anyway, sorry, I'm very, you know what it is? I have a Gemini ascendant, and you're a Gemini. You're bringing out my Gemini.
I know, communicate, talk. That's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do. We talk and talk and talk and talk. Anyway, yeah, no. What you're supposed to be doing, no. God will judge. Meanwhile, he is awful. There is judgment coming. I do have happier Democrats, but once he's gone, we don't necessarily get something better or much better. But he is awful.
The Republican Party doesn't have anything better.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, their cesspool of picking is disgusting.
That is true. Actually, hang on. I want to show you something. Hang on.
Ay. He's just a little bambino. Oh, look at that. I got the same card as she did.
Yeah.
I got the Hermit too.
Do you remember Kevin McCarthy?
I do remember.
Kevin McCarthy, the last speaker. I made this mug for all 14 times they voted no to make him speaker.
Yeah.
And then they finally did. But I've got, it's lost vote 1, lost vote 2, lost vote 3, lost vote 4. All of the times he lost and lost and lost and lost. So I made a little
still lost at the end and still got kicked out at the end.
Yeah. But yeah, mug flashback. Yes, Queebles. Yeah. So I made a commemorative mug for that. January 3rd to the 7th, 2023, Kevin McCarthy lost 14 repeated humiliating votes before becoming Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives. He gave away considerable power to the far right in order to get the final votes and immediately became one of the weakest speakers in U.S. history. So it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get something much better, but yeah, I did enjoy this. That was
yeah. We went from McCarthy to this
fail. Yeah. Sorry.
I agree. I mean, we can definitely look and see about the opening of the government or the SNAP benefits or something along that line, see what happens.
Well, let's start with the SNAP benefits.
Okay. I read this with other people, so if it comes out the same, the energy is still the same. But I feel it in my soul that everybody's gonna get what they need. I don't know why, but I'm not panicking about it. For some reason, I don't have the panic. I have the anger, but not the panic. Oh yeah, it's gonna move forward. I literally got the Chariot. It's gonna move forward. The average, the force, the victory, the mental clarity, the emotional balance. They're gonna balance everybody up because it becomes a burden for them to keep it closed. And then I get the Wheel of Fortune. See, I got the same thing. The Wheel of Fortune. It's gonna move. The Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune. It's gonna move. It's gonna move forward. Everything's going to, and I got strength with it. So, what do you get?
So you got the nice side of it. I got the other side of it, which is, this is a really bad situation. Meanwhile, do you know about Trump's 1920s Great Gatsby themed Halloween party?
Yeah. Sure did.
Before the market crashed? Yeah. Before the Great Depression. Yeah, the Gatsby themed Christmas party the night before SNAP benefits stopped.
Yeah.
The only thing he could have done worse was if they had actually done a Versailles themed Halloween party. But anyway, they've got money, but people are hurting. And I get this whole thing, this idiocy, this idiot and this idiocy. They're going to lose. The Republicans are going to lose. So you got the nice, yes, things are going to move forward and Democrats are going to do well. And I've just got Republicans are going to lose this fight.
Yep. They are going to definitely lose this fight.
Yeah. And we're actually pulling together more. And since Pluto's in Aquarius, kicking up all this Aquarian energy, we will get rewarded if we work together. The more community we build, the more reward we will get from the astrological energy. So, but I'll tell you this, He's still going to be there. This is my Mar-a-Lago card.
Yeah.
So we're here, but we're still dealing with him and his base of power and his cluelessness. That man is in such a bubble.
Yeah, well, I have my haunted house deck. So my haunted house deck, that's a Republican. If there's no other picture of a Republican, I don't know what is, right? That's a Republican. Yeah, I mean, that's my Republican card. But I have the Republicans are running scared. They're running out of the castle. They're running away from the thing. They're running scared. And then what happens when they get caught? They get burned at the stake.
They're going to lose.
They're going to lose this battle, but they're going to have to give out the benefits. They're going to absolutely lose this battle.
Yeah, that's what I get. Well,
it's because I keep on, and in any platform that I have, I keep on telling the Democrats, do not comply. Let the fallout be their fallout. Do not comply. Hold on to your weebles this time, and do not comply. Let them talk. Let them whatever. We'll let them. I mean, what party has to have a judge to tell you to feed people? A judge has to tell you how to do that and to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. And in Rose Blue was asking, will the filibuster be removed to reopen the government? The Republicans have actually already said no. Oh,
that is true.
Oh,
they already said that they're not going to do that.
Yeah, so I think we're going to be okay there. I mean, we can read on if you want, but I've had you on for an hour. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have nothing until around 1:30 when I have to leave, and it's only 12 of my time, so I'm good.
All right.
Wherever you want to.
Well, sorry. One thing. I did want to get to Sharon's question.
Okay.
Yes, precious one. You're okay. Okay. He's saying it's about time to go.
I have to show everybody it's my haunted house deck.
I like that deck. I have that deck. I like that deck. I have a collection of Gothic paperbacks from the 60s and 70s. And there are just a couple of cards in there. I'm like, what?
But I do the same thing. They're in there. I go, what do you mean by that?
Yeah. But most of it's really fun. But this question was, Sharon had the question, could it be that they don't want to use the funds for SNAP and whatnot because the money's not there? They diverted it. Yeah. They've pocketed it somehow.
Yeah, I've thought of that before. Like, are we really broke? You know, the donations are coming in. They're saying that the donations are there for his ballroom, whatever. I don't believe 1 ounce of that. I just don't believe them when they say the donations came in for that, because he's now asking for reparations of all of the crap. And ironically, he wants $230 million, almost the cost of his ballroom. I just don't believe them.
Your toes are cold.
But let's see if the
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, something fell and scared him.
Still.
It's okay. Oh, sorry about that. Is the money still there?
Well, let's see. I kind of want to get out my situationals. I think I will. I have situationals. Let me see what this situation is.
Ooh. Lewis said someone's in a bad mood. And Eva said life of a cat mom. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love doggies. And I know a lot of my friends who love kitties, but I'm a doggy mom.
Oh, no. You should animals are great.
What do you got? What the heck? Oh my God. I literally got gambling and taking a risk. Vegas.
Oh,
They gambled it away. Like,
oh boy.
no way. What do you have? I
Someday,
would never have thought.
someday, there are going to be some serious audits. There'll be a lot of sunlight put on this, on a lot of sunlight on the secrets. It starts out with the criminal card, the theft card, Wheel of Fortune. So it's not like he's never done anything illegal before, Mr. 34 felony counts of fraud and everything else. There's something we feel good about that there, but someday we'll be looking at the emperor and his base of power, and now I do think they will find the money. So I've got that there, but that's a criminality card. TikTok.
Yeah.
So there's some my feel entertainment only, but my feeling is there's I don't, they might be able to shift some stuff around.
I think what the
But
money is there, but they had another plan for it.
Yep.
That's what it feels like. They have another plan for it. So if they use that, they can't fund this other plan.
Right.
Like, Nigeria, they want to now go to war with Nigeria.
Yeah. And you'll notice Trump only picks on countries that that really can't fight back.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yes, it's like let me go pick a fight with the bully is going to always pick on the weaker one, right?
Right. But he's not picking a fight with the country that could do real damage.
Yeah.
No. But thank you so much. Oh, hang on. Rubio? I'm sure I'm messing that up. Rob et Clo. I'm so sorry. Anyway, funny that the GOP doesn't have any money to help people, but always have enough money for a new ballroom, a new plane for Christy Noem. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. All right.
Did you hear this one? I just found this out this morning that they have moved. Let me actually read exactly what is going on.
Please.
The Christy Noem. Hang on just a second. Let me go through and find it. So Christy Noem, Hegseth, and
Miller. Are you talking about
Miller? They have moved to military bases.
Yep, I read on that earlier this week. It was crazy. And guess who's paying for it?
We are.
We are.
Yeah. Well, they're on military bases. It's not like that house's electricity and water is on constantly. There's no extra money that they're actually paying for, but they do get to live there for free. That means 9 times out of 10, when a military person comes onto a military base and they get base housing, they take their BAH away to pay for everything, right? To fund the maintenance and this, that, and the other. I don't think they have BAH to take away, so I'm pretty sure they're living there for free.
Yep.
And that base just has to suck up the cost of that.
Mm-hmm. So they're not paying rent, and they're not, the whole thing. And they say it's for safety.
It's for safety, because they were getting a whole bunch of protesters at their own places of, where they lived. Is the reason.
So they have to go hide.
Yeah, on a base.
Because they're awful. They're awful people. Well, and there are military people who need that housing. They're
Yes.
not in the small one. They're not in the little tiny.
Oh no.
No, they're in the biggest ones available.
Generals housing, high ranking housing. They're in the high ranking housing. So they're not gonna, they're not gonna go get modest and go live in an E1, E5 housing. They're gonna go up to the highest.
Yep.
General's housing.
Man. Yep.
Yep, I read that too. I was like, oh.
Man, oh day. But thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Gifted Rob, I think it is. Gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. It's very kind. Thank you. So okay. This was 70. It's a bit like Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but the thing is, by the way, I want to throw this out there just so you're aware, because I always try to bring you the best actual up-to-date news. Yes, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. He is being stripped of his title of prince. He's already been stripped of everything else. He's been kicked out of the whole Windsor Castle complex and the stuff around there. He is... Well, people are saying, well, yeah, but he's being exiled into more of the hinterlands in the UK. Not that the UK is that big, but still. And people are like, well, yeah, but he's going to be living on his brother's private, house, this mansion, this massive thing. Apparently, no. He is going to be living on the grounds, but he's not moving into the mansion.
No, he literally I just had somebody from the UK explain that he has to go, what do they call it? That he has to go live like the commoner is what they called it. Yeah. He's been exiled and he now has to go live like a commoner. He's been literally stripped of everything. I'm pretty sure his brother has been waiting for that moment from the get-go. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's dying, and then he's dying, and so he was gonna whip up what he needed to for his brother to punish him, and before his son gets to it, they can blame it on King Charles, who was going, instead of Prince Williams, who would have done it too. Oh yeah. So. And apparently Sarah Ferguson, she's really in a world of hurt now. Yeah. Because she's been living with him. Yeah, she has absolutely nothing. Oh, well. Her children don't get anything, nothing. All the way down. Once the father, once that title is, nothing from all the way down. No, actually, the girls they're retaining their titles. Beatrice and Beatrix, and the two girls, they are retaining their titles. I'm glad that they are. I'm glad that their children are, because the children have nothing to do with it. Exactly. So that's the best of both worlds. All right. Everybody's thanking me for being here, so you're welcome. Thank you for allowing me to be here. I think it's a lot of fun over here. Everything's great when you're here. So thank you so much. And our Sheila pulls out the Gemini in me, so we just get to chatting. There you go. Everybody needs a pet Gemini. Everybody needs a pet Gemini. Although I get this weird feeling that our guides really like each other. Yes. I don't know. I just get that feeling. I feel like they're back there. They're back there having a cocktail, and they're like, "Oh, just let them talk." That's the feeling I'm getting. Is just, they're like chatting. All right. So that's going to do it for today. But I am literally here every single day of the year, and I will be back tomorrow like I always am. It's 1:22 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. It's a good time for that lull in the middle of the day when it's like, I don't want to do anything productive. Well, come on by. We'll just, you work on your own thing, and we just encourage you. So that's today, starting at 3 p.m. Central. It's Sarah's day off, so it'll just be me. And you, if you come, and other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow.
All right. So take care. Please remember, you're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right.
Yep.
Take
Stay
care.
high
Take care.
vibrating as much as
Yes.
possible.
Yes. All right. Oh, yes. And Petty Boots is this evening at 7 p.m. Tonight is on Johnny's channel. Thank you, Bern. On Tarot's Apprentice channel. Okay. Thank you. Okay.